So good morning from Hua Hin Beach. So it's not quite sunset yet. We've got about 5 minutes, 7 minutes to go. But I thought I'll give this gimbal a go. So I've had it for a little while now. But I don't know, I seem to like my GoPro better, so I keep on not using this. But I thought, no, it's about time I got it out and tried to use it. But I just don't know all the functions of it, which is really frustrating. So it's nice and peaceful out there. It's still not Carter Beach, but it's growing on me now. So I need to give you some updates. Excuse my sort of like husky voice again. I'm just not used to getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning to do to get ready to do videos. Wow. I like the way the sort of like sky mingles into the sea. And you can't see where one starts and one ends. Yeah, so let me give you some updates. So, as you know, bought the bike, so we've got that issue sorted. And you know that I was also looking for a house. So we found one, and hopefully by the end of next week I should have bought it. So I know lots of people are saying, oh, you know, it's really dodgy, like buying a house, you know, in Thailand. You can't own land and things like that. Yeah, you can't own land. You can own a condo. But what I didn't realise is that the title deeds are split in two. So the title deeds has one for the land and one for the property. So you're allowed to own your own property, which is great because that's what I want. And then you can get an agreement or even a lease. Yeah, so you can get, I believe that you can, well, I know you can get a 30-year lease, but I think you can also get an agreement to access the land. So if you own the property, you can access the land. So just in case, it's quite good because I was speaking to an estate agent, and that's what they recommend. Also, to represent my interests at the land office, I'm gonna get the estate agent to come with me to the land office to make sure everything is okay, because I don't speak Thai, and apparently virtually everyone in the land office speaks Thai, so that's not going to help me very much. Whereas she speaks English and knows what I want, so to make sure that I get that. I have only got a case on it. Maybe it's just too heavy with a case. Okay, so I've got problems with my gimbal going limp every so often. Yeah, so hopefully by the end of next week, I should have a property. So this is a private sale. So what we did, we checked out the area that we want to live, and most places have got signs up, like for rent or for sale. So we just went around looking. So first of all, we searched online, saw some in that area, which we liked, but maybe the price was a bit too expensive, or not enough bedrooms or something like that, or not up to standard. So we then went searching ourselves, and yeah, we went to a few different places. I think the sunset is happening now. I mean, sunrise. Must get used to the fact that it's not a sunset, but it's a sunrise. Shouldn't forget, really, especially if it's this early in the morning. Oh, got a fisherman out there. So, yeah. So that's great news. So, finally my mother-in-law has actually come over to see us in Hua Hin. She didn't have a chance to see us when we was in Phuket. She had planned to visit, but sometimes all plans don't work out. So they've driven down with some friends. The friends drove down from Udon Thani area, and yeah, she's now here for a while until our friends go back. Lovely couple. So they're staying at the Hilton. So you should see a room review soon for the Hilton. Let me take that opportunity to do a room review. I was worrying about wind noise, but to be honest with you, I don't think I'm going to have an issue with wind noise. So that's good. I was looking at all different microphones that I could possibly use, and it's probably just as well I didn't use them, because this went limp a few times, and that just would have knocked out the connection. So good job I didn't use that. Yeah, so I'm not sure how far I'm going to be able to walk down here before my feet start having blisters or something like that. I'll have to wait and see. It's not too bad. If it's all on sand, then I should be alright. But as soon as I hit any water, I have to cross water, and then I'm going to get sand in my feet, and then it's just going to rub like sandpaper, and then I'll start going to get blisters. So. Right, I'm trying to not make the mistake that I made last time, which was having the camera on me and having the camera on the sunrise, because it focuses on me, and then the sunrise is all blown out, so that wasn't very good. So apologies for that. It's a learning process. I don't know how Chocolate Man in Thailand, he walks around with a gimbal all the time. It's already hurting my wrist. I suppose the disadvantage with a gimbal is the step counter. It's not going to record my steps, which I think is the whole idea of me walking the beach, is to try and do some step count, try and reach my target, which I tend to not do these days, even when I'm going to the the gym. Not really walking enough. Everything finally is going okay, apart from the teething problems in the UK, where you think that you've sorted out a problem and you cancelled everything, and you find that you're getting billed for green flag for breakdown cover in the UK when I'm in Thailand. So I tried to get a mate of mine to try and sort it out for me, but they wouldn't authorise it because it has to be me. So, and I wasn't really looking forward to ringing the UK on a 0345 number. I did try it on one of the apps, and it just cuts off after 1 minute, which is great. So that got me to option 4, I think it was, before it actually cut out. So that was a total waste of time. But I finally found one of my other apps. So it's quite busy down here. I do like that. They're all cut off again. If they want to access a beach, they almost have to swim across. It's beautiful. Yeah, I can just imagine sort of like just sitting there having a nice cocktail and looking over the beach. It seems to have more people now than ever before. So yeah, I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, green flag. So I did finally manage to contact them after going through 3 separate people, and they said yeah, no problem, we can cancel it from today. I said, what do you mean from today? And they said, well, you know, because you rang us up today. I said, yeah, but my mate rang up like about 2 weeks ago, and they had the date on there. Plus, I said I haven't been in Thailand. I've been in Thailand for the last like 3 months and a half. Oh, actually, no, it must be about 4 months now. So, oh yeah. Oh, well, then you'll have to send us documentation and proof of, you know, that you're in Thailand during that time. It's just not worth it. So I said, look, just cancel it from today. That would be fine. And just make sure it doesn't get renewed again. So that's that sorted. I had a problem with EE quite a while ago, because I had to cancel my direct debits because they termination fee, they actually doubled it. They entered it twice, and I tried to inform them and let them know that it's doubled. They agreed that it was doubled, but they have to go through the accounts and do it that way. And of course the payment was due, and companies are quite quick to take your money, but they're not quite quick as giving it back. So I cancelled my direct debits to make sure that my internet doesn't get taken out, and also the mobile phone payments. I didn't want them to take out double the amount, because it was a lot of money, because I still had over a year to go on the contract. It was a 2-year contract. I think it was about 8 months into the contract, so they wanted about, like, I don't know, £250. So, but they charged me £250 twice, and of course I'm not gonna let that happen, so I had to cancel direct debit. But I didn't realise there was an outstanding amount for the internet, which is like £13.99, something like that. So then they send me to the solicitors and say I've got X amount of time to sort this out, otherwise blah blah blah. So again, trying to contact them from Thailand is not that easy. Numerous emails, plus telephone call, and the last response was, "Oh, it's gone back to EE now." So I don't know if they've explained the situation, and also the fact that I've tried twice now to pay it, but their system don't pick it up because the direct debit is not in force. So I think their system don't recognise the payment because it's not linked with the direct debit, so it gets rejected. So tried twice to pay it. So just the problems that you can have, and if ever you return back to the UK, you could be facing these problems and issues and courts and things like that. So nothing is simple these days. So I did cancel every direct debit and standing order. But unfortunately, when you give your card to someone, which I think is the case with Green Flag, there's no record of it anywhere on the banking side. They just use your card details again to put it through for another year, which I wasn't expecting for them to do. I was hoping to walk to the Hilton, but that's looking at that building in the far distance. I've got to go way past that, because I think I remember seeing that building and it's quite a distance from there. So not sure if I'll be able to make that. But let's see how far I can go. But by then I'll probably run out of things to say. So talking about Chocolate Man in Thailand, so it was really great to meet up with him again and Far, and it's a shame that Far was not well, and she was clearly not well. She looked really ill, and she didn't finish her food. So you know that Far's not well if she don't finish her food. Yeah, so it's lovely to see James again. So as I said on the quick video, so when I was living in Phuket, he came down to Phuket to Maybell's Coffee Garden, and I met him there. Then I asked to do an interview with him, and he agreed, and that was in Patong. So we booked a hotel to Patong to just realised this is not on wide. How annoying. Okay, it obviously doesn't hold the settings. How annoying. I want wide. That's not wide. I can see it can do more than that. No, it's not going to let me do more than that. Yeah, so we met up in Patong. did want to do a video about Phuket. Actually, I wanted to do 2 videos. I wanted to do one that says all the good things and the places that I love in Phuket. And I wanted to do another video which might be a bit controversial and might be an issue for me talking about that. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do it, but I think people should know. And you might have to fill in the blanks, as it were. So if you got a motorbike and you're going down Bangla Road and you're possibly all legal and everything, you're wearing a crash helmet, don't be surprised if you get stopped. Because while I was with Chocolate Man in Thailand, it was actually opposite Bangla Road, having something to eat, and every Westerner was stopped and pulled over, and they had to show all their documents. And they tend to look at your driving license. And I don't know about other countries, but in the UK, like I can ride a motorbike up to 125. So, and I've got an international driving license which lasts for a year, and it's ticked in my book, and I carry it with me all the time. If you haven't got that, and sometimes even challenge that, then don't be surprised if you get a fine. And please don't do silly things. Like if you're a Westerner, go out short distances to the local shops without helmet, because chances are you could get pulled over. And forget the 500 baht fine or the 1,000 baht fine. It's a hell of a lot more than that. So I don't want to go on too much, but it is a big issue. While I was staying there, it's like every time I met someone in the coffee garden, I had all these horror stories of how much the fines are, and the numbers are a lot more than what you're thinking of now. A lot more. So hopefully you know what I'm talking about. So Phuket is an absolute lovely place. Beautiful place. Love the beaches. Probably love everything about Phuket apart from 2 things. One is that there's not enough aircon places if you want to eat and have a cup of coffee. And the other thing is getting stopped. So hence I really rarely ever used a motorbike. It was my wife that was driving most of the time, because if I get stopped, I'm sure I'm going to get fined for something. Could be anything. So, and of course it's expensive in Phuket. I didn't realise how expensive it was until I came here. Even a taxi cab ride, so expensive there in comparison to here. Actually, everything, when you think about it, is more expensive there. But then it's Phuket. It is the most expensive place in Thailand. And not surprising, because they've got really beautiful beaches. I mean, the beaches are sort of like endless. I mean, you've got so many beautiful beaches. And you'd want to go to Phuket just for the beaches. And I'm not like talking about Patong or anything like that. I was talking about sort of like more Carter Beach. You've got Carter Beach. Oh, I started to forget the names of the beaches now. We've got Kamala as well. Got so many, and the beaches, and the sea is really, really beautiful. So it's not surprising people buy condos there. But there's no way that I'd buy a condo there, because the cost of living would be so high, and if you get pulled over, it'll be so high. So I don't think I'm going to do another video on the subject, because I think you got the gist of things. I don't think I'm going to say any more figures, because the figures are just ridiculous, and you wouldn't believe me. And if you're in the Chalong area, oh, just be extra careful. Okay, had one boat here last time. Now I've got quite a few of them. Not quite the same, these are smaller boats. Okay, so that was the sunrise. Not that spectacular, really. I'll still keep an eye on it, just in case it gets better, but I think that's about it for today on the sunrise. Okay, this boat is a bit better. That other one was very, very shallow on the top. You couldn't even hold on to anything. At least this one, you've got something to hold on to. Okay, so that's the sunrise. You always know if you're getting close to the Hilton, because you see all these rocks here. So I haven't seen any rocks since I've been here, and now see these rocks. And I know that outside the Hilton they do have a lot of rocks, because I cut myself one time on the rocks, and it's the ones that you don't see. These are the ones that hurt you because they're underwater. So hopefully I should be pretty close to the Hilton now. To wait and see. So not quite at the Hilton yet, but with those rocks, it does give you something to focus on. It's actually not too bad, rather than just see all the time. Okay, and the walk continues to the Hilton. Yeah, as I said, it's actually quite nice with the rocks. rather than just seeing the sand and the sea. It looks quite nice. So I have arrived at Hilton, so just need to make my way back now, but I'm not going to be walking out. He's too far. So I've just looked up how far it is to get to my resort, and it's 4.7 kilometers or kilometers. So it's a lot further than what I thought, and it's going to take me, when I go back, an hour and 7 minutes to walk back again. So I won't be walking, and my feet are hurting me. So thanks for watching What's Dean Doing in Thailand, and catch you again next time. Cheers. Goodbye.